Hello, I'm Sam Truant. It's not my real name, it's my YouTube name. I've tried to do this a couple of times, so the first time I did it, it was pretty good. You know, I was really enthused, like, yeah, I'm about to do Let's Plays. Now, now I'm already jaded and world weary, beyond any redemption. But, luckily, we're playing a game about pirates, so it should fit in just nicely. Although you're a pretty optimistic pirate. In any case, I'm starting a new Let's Play channel, and I've never done YouTube before, so this will be my first video. I'll have an introduction video as well, but I just thought I would preface this whole thing by doing it. It's going to be a separate introduction thing for this game, and yeah. But Sid Meier's Pirates, it's a great game. It's kind of it's a curious game, but it's really, I don't know, it's just like most Sid Meier's stuff, is that it's not extraordinarily complex. It's not really, I don't know, for hardcore gamers, although you could say Civilization can be, but it's definitely not as complex as Civilization. Civilization is definitely kind of a rarity for him, but even then, Civilization, as far as 4X games go, really isn't super complex either. But in any event, I won't get into that right now. But I do think that really everything Sid Meier comes out with is at least worth a play, and I think this is definitely true of this. It's a very solid game, and it's a nice game. There aren't many games about pirates. I mean, Assassin's Creed, the pirate one, or the pirate ones. I have to admit, I don't really play those games. Since Assassin's Creed 2, I had a bad experience with that game. Really not the game so much as Ubisoft, but in any case, I'm getting off topic. Let's get back to Sid Meier's Pirates. It's a good game, and yeah, we're gonna give it a playthrough. I don't know what I'm gonna do in it. We'll be pirates. We'll play a little bit of pirate games. We'll rape, we'll plunder, and we will dance. We will do none of those things besides plunder and dance. So, less pirates and more privateers. In any case, it began with a celebration. Indebted for years to the Marquis de la Montalban, a family's prosperity was soon to be restored. Ah, yes. Their fleet was due to arrive on the morrow. Hyphen. That's like the worst hyphen. Carrying both their hopes and their salvation. This can't go badly. But the celebration was befouled by an unwelcome guest. I love the there's no voiceover in this game, just like The Marquis himself arrived bearing ill tidings. The fleet had been lost, and the debt had come due. I wonder how you found out before we did. The family's property was seized, and they were pressed into bondage, like gang pressed by gangs. Which this is actually gang pressed, yes, but one of them would not be a slave. Instead, he decided to become a pirate. That's a great idea. I guess he didn't have much choice. And so it was that the brave young scion escaped his family's fate, swearing to save them and one day avenge the Marquis' foul deed. Marquis, I keep thinking of the Marquis from, you know, Star Trek TS9. And I think it's spelled the same way, so I think it is Marquis. Marquis. I think it's a French word, so. The French are the bad guys in this. Not really, but that guy is, you know, one French guy's bad. Obviously, they're all bad. That's what that means. Anyways, I'll start reading the subtitles again. Seeking passage to the New World, you inquired at a public house. If you be looking for passage to the Americas, ye can sign up here. Ah, the pirate voices. Oh yes, there will be pirate voices in this game. And I, the scion of the Montalban. No, yeah, Montalban. Yeah, Truant Sam Montalban. Truant Sam Montalban. That's great. Well, there you go. Continue. Yes. This game has some interesting character creation things. It's not like crazily, you know, again, not crazily complex, but it's solid. It's solid stuff. Anyways, I've played this game before, so Apprentice is really, really easy. That's like, I think, probably more normal. And this is more like hard. And then extra hard and you know, really hard. Although I've never actually played any of these. I've only played this one, so I'm going to play this one. In any event, here we go. We can use our start date, and it gives you, like most good Sid Meier's games, it gives you a lot of historical facts. It gives you a lot of background, whether it's made up or not. But usually they do a very good job of making things seem very immersive in that way, and I love that. I mean, I'm a history buff, a nerd, so I love all that stuff. So I will probably be commentating on, you know, politics of the 16th and 17th centuries. It's all cool. Don't worry about it. Anyways, you can also read there to the side if you'd like. I won't read them all, but basically, we'll start at the beginning. Why not? It's just, you know, Spanish Empire's going in slow decay. That's good. I don't like them very much. England and France are a rival nation, and the Dutch are not mentioned here, but they are kicking ass, and we will be. Well, we won't just be Dutch, but we'll be originally Dutch, because you gotta sign on as a part of a crew. The captains at yonder tables will gladly take ye aboard. There be French, Spanish, Dutch, and English ships a looking for able-bodied lads such as yourself. Take your pick. I guess he doesn't start out being a pirate, huh? But we're gonna sign aboard with the Dutch. Welcome aboard, Mr. Truant Sam. We sail with the tide. The crossing was fraught with terror and cruelty. Yes, yes. Terror will never be a sailor in really any time period, because they're awful lives. And yeah. Really much worse than this. Much worse than just getting stomped in the ass. Even though stomped in the ass isn't great, they used to use cat o' nine tails and flay the flesh from the back of your, you know, back, I guess. Pushed beyond all decency, the crew mutinies. And here's the mutiny scene. Yes, a lot of fighting. There'll be a lot of this going on, but you know, not actually in the game because it's more turn-based than that. Here we go. Yes. Protagonist with the clearly not Dutch captain. It's okay. There really aren't many scenes like this in the game. Most of it's very freeform, very open world, sort of randomized to a certain degree encounters. There's also there's a whole bunch to this game. There's ship combat, there's boarding combat, there's like a almost turn-based boarding party land invasion game. And there's two wheels. I always wondered about that. Why are there two wheels? Like there's one wheel he's holding and another one that corresponds to it. Do you really need two wheels? Might be a sailing thing. Wouldn't be surprised. There's the lovely family. Except for you know. And they're all old and look the same as they're gonna look somehow. Anyways, St. Martin, prosperous Dutch trading post. Bustling with activity. The Dutch trading post of St. Martin, population 2,200, is bustling with activity. Sugar is often plentiful at this port. Ooh. See, yes. This is very much so a game about trading, about making money, about stealing, and about conquering. And then there's a subplot of revenge and stuff, but that's really not the fun part. I mean, you'll do it, and I guess it's kind of important, but whatever. Oh, and I didn't even change my specialty. Earlier on, there was a specialty changing. They basically just had different things, but I think I picked fencing, which is a good one. But I should have picked the very last one, which is wit and charm, which helps with dancing, which... dancing in this game. You'll find it. You'll find out. Anyways, talk to the governor. Hello, governor. Hello, governor. I'm not English. Yes. You may be interested to know that we are at war with the evil Spanish and the perfidious English. I am pleased to offer you a letter of marque, which authorizes you to plunder and sink the ships of our enemies. As this map will show, the nearest enemy city is the Spanish city of San Juan, which lies a long distance to the west. Yeah, not that long. It's a little bit. Anyways. There you go. That's part of the world map. Definitely not the total world map. It's pretty... Ooh. A juicy Spanish bark was seen heading in that direction. Till next time, Mr. Truant Sam. Alright. Visit the tavern. You can talk with all the local folks. The bartender motions you over. This town needs some fresh blood. I understand some European immigrants have arrived at the nearest Jesuit mission. Drew Darden, indeed. What do you want? It's pretty quiet around here, sweetie. Oh, well, okay. Helpful. A mysterious traveler offers to share with you information about his most recent visit to San Juan. It's a Spanish city, too. San Juan, okay, here we go. San Juan is a prosperous Spanish town. The town has a population of 6,800 citizens. That's a lot, Jesus. The town garrison consists of 320 soldiers. Prices are for all goods except food are high, and most times the law is vigorously enforced. The shipwright can supply copper plating. So basically these informational things are pretty useful because it'll give you the prices of the food so you know what you can buy. You know, I mean, because like I bet spice here, I could just buy a whole bunch of spice here and then sell it at San Juan, make a profit. Thus, mercantile goes. I mean, hell, spice is even more expensive than luxuries, which is rare. But in any case, these are useful things to know. And you can even take over cities. It says 320 soldiers, so that's not just flavor text. It's like you need more than 320 sailors to take it over, and that's a lot. Like, I think right now, it'll say, I have a current crew of 20. Yeah, so we're going to need some more sailors before we take out San Juan. But luckily, there's much to do before that. So here we go. We got some more crew members, and crew members are good to have. They help everything, really. They make your ship reload faster, they repair faster. The only downside is that whenever you do divide the booty, I suppose, better term, booty. Anyways, when you divide the loot, it is divided more amongst the crew when you have more crew, obviously, and you get less at the end. But yeah, they're all excited about that. I got a Dutch letter of marque, which basically makes me a Dutch privateer, and that would matter if we cared, but we don't, because anywhere we go, we can get a letter of marque from any place. Like, it doesn't matter. Anyways, we can trade with the merchant and see what the price of spice is. Yeah, see 12 gold for spice, whereas their luxuries are more expensive. We also need some food, so we'll get some food. A lot of food. Although the more food you have, the less stuff you can carry. So, but still, food's important because I don't like going to ports every time. So yeah, and that's pretty cheap here. Food's only 6 gold, so it gets cheaper than that though. So yeah, might take a little bit less. Anyways, here we go. Let's buy a whole bunch of spice. They only have that much spice because it's, you know, supply and demand sort of thing. They didn't have very much. Oh no, actually, they had a good amount. Never mind. Anyways, so we got 38 tons left, which is good. We'll consult the shipwright. You got a whole bunch of things, and this is your ship, the Revenge. It's a flute. I don't know what that is. It's like a bigger ship, though. It's pretty good. So the shipwright offers to upgrade your ship with copper plating, turns more quickly, which is okay, but not really necessary. Check status. This is where you get everything. This is the illustrious Captain Truant Sam. And journeyman with captain and skill at fencing. So I'm good at fencing, which means when I fight people with blades, it's all good. Which is good because I mostly board as opposed to destroy it, because you get more from boarding and taking over ships. And you actually have a dynamic aging system in this game, and dynamic health system. And you got to keep your crew happy. So there's a lot to this game. It's a nice little game. These are your fleet. You can have more than one ship. You can have a lot more than one ship, in fact. These are your personal stats. You got a whole bunch of personal stats. Your rank, your wealth, your pirates defeated. There are pirates all over the place. Let's just show you the top 10 pirates. So if we knock any of these guys off, we usually just pop up in front of them. But but you would imagine these pirates might have quite a bit of ships. I mean, he has 27 ships captured, which probably doesn't mean he has 27 ships carrying around with him. I certainly hope not, because that would be very difficult to take out. But it just means that's how many ships he's total captured. And it does actually say how many we captured as well. and it's their gold and so forth. And so, yeah, we are trying to climb the pirate rank. Anyways. Or, yes, that's what I'm trying to do. And here's the lovely pedia. There are so many pedias in Sid Meier's games, and they're so lovely. They're great. I mean, look, if I wanted to learn more about Golden Cross, it will tell me that, because it's it's only a tutorial. But it also goes into historical, actual things. In the 17th century Caribbean, there's none of that lubberly paper money around. Coins of gold and silver are the only legitimate units of exchange by the powers. Each nation issues its own coinage, but most numerous and popular coins are under the Spanish gold doubloons and silver pieces of 8. And incidentally, pieces of 8s are a large silver coin worth 8 reals, the Spanish currency of the day. They are also called pieces of 8 because they are designed to break into 8 smaller pieces, each worth a single real. See? Real, actual information, which is chock full with most of these games, especially Civilization. So those are good. I like that about this game. It does have that. If you're the sort of person who likes to go into that and learn about history, which I am, it's all good. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to set sail, and we're going to... Oh, Spanish bark! Spanish bark! Get to Spanish bark! God, this is a really big ship. We have, like, no crew, though. It's weird. Okay. Anyways, let's take this Spanish bark out. Boom. They have more men than us, but less guns. So, let's give it a try. So here's the... this is what this is. I mean, this is the ship-to-ship combat. You've got your round shot, which you can fire by pressing spacebar, and then land and decimate them. Well, not really decimate, but, you know, mess them up. And then you've got your chain shot, which is very useful, but we got to be a lot closer to use the old chain shot. So, really, it'll tell you in the bottom left there when it's ready. But you do it, and you really... chain shot, yeah. It's nice. It's a nice little thing, but yeah, you got to be a little bit ahead of it. But chain shot, if it lands, and one of them did land, so it messed up their sails. Messes up their sails. Grape shot, if you don't know, they're tiny little ball bearings essentially, and they're just designed to decimate the crew. And I totally missed. I don't even know what my damage is. Well, they only have one cannon at this point, so they're not doing too great. I really need to start leading more. It's ridiculous. Alright, here we go. Grape shot. That's definitely going to take them out. Oh, yeah. 37. I'm 38. That's good enough for me. But they just went right into the wind. And that's another thing very important about this game. But you know what? I'm just going to hit him again. It's such a lovely game. It's a nice little, it's an easy to get into enough game. And boom, look at that. Takes out their sails. So now they're essentially, you know, pretty close to being dead in the water. I'm kind of dead in the water too, but my sails are fine. It's just because we're going directly against the wind. But now I've got a little bit of a better advantage. Got a better angle on the wind. Going a little bit into it. It's all good. See, they have completely stopped firing. And I think actually, if you don't do it fast enough, you'll lose them. Although, yeah. Oh yeah, and if you can bypass it. Yeah, you can there's a little like fighting sequence that you do. That's kind of, you know, it's all right. It's not great. It's okay, but it's fun. There's a lot of variables involved when you're doing it, or a couple variables. So, yeah. So here we go. Your courage has impressed the enemy. What crew of 38 wants to be joined by the crew of, well, only 12 of them, I suppose. Welcome aboard. I guess the rest of them, we put them out to sea. And we can keep the ship, even though the sails are totally knackered. I've been watching too much Nerd Cube. But they have spice, look at that. They have luxuries. And they have some guns. That's good. And I'll take their food, too. If we sink her, yeah, we're gonna sink her. We're just gonna sink it. Alright, now we just need to go you can't actually run aground, I don't think. I hope not. But we're gonna go off to the Spanish port and sell these spices. San Juan, right over there. And see those clouds, they actually are like little speed boosts, so those are nice. But compass rose shows you all that stuff, shows you the direction of the wind, and the knots are right under it. Oh shit, they're angry at me. Why? Ah, maybe because we're at war. I thought you could totally do that. Well, I guess they're angry that I took out their... They're angry, yeah, they're angry. Okay, don't... We're so... Alright then. Be that way. Although I might take that. Let's see what... that looks like a really big ship, though. 6 guns, 55 men. Let's give it a try. Let's give this a try. We'll probably, after this, I'll just give it a call it a day for this video. Oh, I forgot. God. Alright, here we go. Round shot. Completely missed. Alright, I'm a little bit faster than this ship, so I might just board it so that you guys see what it's like. Although I will do a little grape shot once we get closer here. Like there. Yeah, that'll do it. That missed them entirely. Yeah, oh, uh-oh. Ran aground. Handbrake turn on a boat. Doesn't work. Hit him a little bit. Got slightly more than the crew than them. You want to have a crew advantage when you get into these fights, because, yeah, with his sword drawn, so they give you different sort of weapons. You got better attack or versatile defense. Basically, you know, more attacky, less defensy, more defensy, less attacky, so on and so forth. You get the idea. We're gonna go the middle path. Basically, we jump. Oh shit! That wasn't a jump. That was a parry. Yeah, this... Yeah. It really helps to have that, Yeah, they're not very good. They get a lot better. These captains of these ships. But you know, this is just like a merchantman, basically. He's not like a pirate. He has no way of dealing with it. Ah, this little flourish whenever you do that. And then boom. Bam. And there he goes. He's off. And once that happens, the entire crew just doesn't care anymore. Most of the time because they're terribly mistreated like we were. So that's how pirates really get their rank. So it's all good. But here we go. We got some more stuff and a perfectly good ship. What do you know? Well, we will definitely keep this ship. But I think that'll be it for now. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Truant Sam. Bo. Yes, Truant Sambo even though it says Truant Sam. Doesn't matter. Again, multiple names. It's all good. Look at these guys. They're not paid enough. They're just throwing hundreds of pounds of, oh, not hundreds, but there's probably hundreds. Those are big crates. Anyways, let's give them a rest. All right, guys, take it easy.